Westerly direction. This car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. Look ahead on that horizon, California line. Up ahead, trucks carrying a wide load. Prefab house cut in half. Cute little front door and 2 windows, my lord. Ain't sure whether to cry or should laugh. You see, I broke a home up myself once. As I stumbled to that door, I read a note by the dawn's light, and it said, don't you come round here anymore. Well, I've had enough of this freedom on the road. It was good with decision. At least that's what I've been told. Let's see. Nice shades. Thank you. No longer just on my phone. Am I on the big TV? Did I make it up to the big TV? We got that man from the YouTube up on the big TV. He's on the 60-inch. I'm iPad worthy now. iPad. How was your workshop, Mimi? Oh, the pinned comment on StreamYard. Where's pinned comments again? Some interface element is covering up my pin interface. Hang on. There it is. Oh, my kids got me an iPad. Yay. I'm waiting for my keyboard and mouse so I can finally do stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Had an audience of 9. Yeah, baby. That's great. Listen, man, an audience of 1 can make a huge difference. It's not true anymore, Steve. We have 10 in here now. They're getting a little rambunctious in here, these irregulars. Oh, man. I'm a little sleepy tonight. You and I here all alone. Sunday morning here at home. Sky's blue and the coffee's strong. Kelly Camp feeling particularly irregular. It's true. Then I opened my eyes to a dream realized in front of me. And I haven't got a clue what in the world is happening to me. I think I'm happy, like the first day of summer vacation. Happy, gotta get a little rest and relaxation. Oh, we're down to 7 now. we traced 3 of them away. I got all cocky about having 10 people in here, and they're like, "Fine, we'll leave." So what we're going to work on tonight, last night we worked on, I was really pleasantly surprised last night that I knew what I wanted to do was create a personas document for the AI Salon and for the mastermind, because we wanted to figure out who are people who are probably dealing with a little pain right now because of this AI shit. Oh, $2.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Fabian. Appreciate that. But what was fascinating, well, it's fascinating in hindsight. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't have a good question formulated. I wrote a really shitty prompt. I just kind of said, here's some raw materials. We got a website. We've got a community that's got some documents in it. I wrote this article, and it said, oh, yeah, I already have that article. You did that the other day, so that's in here now. So it remembered that it had stuff in its memory, which was kind of cool. And then I basically said, I don't think I know what I want here, but I sort of do. And it was like, I got you. And it wrote a really good document. So tonight, what I want to do, I'm in a similar sort of place where normally what I would do is I just blast forward and go, okay, write me a creative brief. But I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to have Claude do a little educating, educate me. I'm going to say, here's my general goals of what I'm trying to accomplish. Here's this document I've got. Oh, you know what I want to go look for? Oh no, that's a different thing. Never mind. Could I switch the camera and could I switch on the black bar? I could do that. If we're into double digits, I'm willing to do that. So Mimi, how was the thing? Did you blow any minds? Have any Kevin McAllister moments in the room? What were you talking about? The video generation is in progress. Currently at step 8 of 8. So Retropunk got me access to something that's connected to Seed Dance 2.0. So of course the first thing I did was a prompt about a resto mod in an abandoned factory. That's pretty funny. Anyway, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to have Claude educate me about what kind of briefs do I need if I want to do this campaign. We want to do an email campaign. Do I need a marketing brief? Do I need a creative brief? Do I need campaign briefs? Do I need a different campaign for each persona? Should they all have the same look and feel? There's a bunch of stuff I don't know. TikTok pin. Ilang Ma. I've reached peak vibe coding. I have anti-gravity installed with Claude. Oh, that's pretty baller. With Claude on the right and that thing. And GPT on the left. That's very cool. Maybe a letter to the editor style. A letter to the editor style letter for each persona. Oh, I like that idea. Oh, it'd be cool, Silver Fox? A letter to the editor. Trying to think where I'd use them. But you could do a before and after. You could do a letter to the editor if they didn't join the AI Salon or if they did. Or you could just say, life before the salon, life after the salon, and then I joined the mastermind, and here's what happened. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. It was funny, too. They loved my chat. Wait, hang on. They loved how my chat got absolutely nothing right. That's good. Seriously, one of the best things, if you're showing people, Kelly Camp can attest to this, if you're showing people AI and it just does all the stuff perfect, it's not great because it's intimidating to them. But if they're if you do it and it's it kind of screws it up and you're ChatGPT's a dum-dum, it kind of disarms it a bit and it creates an opening. So I think that's actually good that happened. And I love that they loved it. Walter Johnson Jr., what's happening? Oh yeah, that's not bad, Silver Fox. Just write it in there to get the. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble. Didn't mean to cause you any pain. Only one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in that purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, Walter's my neighbor that joined me in the last office hours. Welcome, Walter. You're getting the full AI Salon experience. Office hours, the wacky lives with the singing dog, and the ADD host. I'm sure Kelly prepared you. I may occasionally finish a sentence, often not. And tonight on a very special edition of AI Learning Lab Live. Let me see if I got seed dance. Did it happen? Did it happen? Generation is still in progress. Let me check again. Every time I say it now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. In the early misty morning light, I heard the engine turn. The old Ford outside. You were leaving me again today. You would convince me again today. You're leaving this hot town, looking for someone else's golden ring. Not a special edition. Is there about to be a moral story about drugs? No, there's nothing. We got nothing going on here. Okay. So I think what we'll do, we ended last night, if you recall, reviewing a persona brief So let me give you the rundown of what I'm trying to accomplish. Do more drugs. Yes. It's AI is about to blow everything up. So enjoy yourselves. Have at it. So in a leadership meeting yesterday, was it yesterday, Brandon? I think it was yesterday. Might have been the day before. I think it was yesterday. We came up with we asked the question, how are we talking about getting people into the salon? We were looking at our numbers and looking at our numbers for people signing up for the mastermind. We were like, well, how do we improve those? Well, how are we talking about them, right? And so we realized we were talking about them in kind of this mealy-mouthed, not really interesting and compelling kind of way. And I had a conversation with a buddy of mine who's a really good salesman that said, identify the pain. Like people don't want to talk philosophically about the shit they're going through. If they're in pain, they want the pain to stop. So can you identify who are the people in the world right now being impacted by AI today that are either nervous or anxious or have lost their jobs or an executive trying to, make a lateral move, whatever it might be. And then can we communicate to them like why being in a community like the AI Salon would be valuable to them? How it would be, like a little, like a couple of aspirin to make the pain go away. And then there's deeper stuff in there. Great. They can discover that over time. But this is about communicating with them in the first place. So the first step was we had to come up with the personas. We did that last night. They're really good. The next step is once we have the personas, once we know who we're talking to, then we need to create the creative briefs, right? The briefs that say, here's what the brand is, here's what the value propositions are, here's all the different things that they have to offer. And then I think on a per persona basis, like here's how we're going to communicate to them. Here's, maybe the style of graphics, here's the style of copy, whatever it might be. Then we could probably take it a layer deeper and do a campaign brief that basically, sort of lays out the specifics for each campaign. And then probably tomorrow, what we'll move into is building some graphics, emails, some creative executions. And then Friday night, I think what we'll do is we'll vibe code a landing page for at least one of the personas. So that's what we're up to. Let me share my screen. I think it's shared. You can go ahead and share my screen there, Brandon, if you're there. Okay, 5 target personas for creative and marketing outreach. Types of people who may presently be in discomfort. I don't really like that phrasing, but that's okay. And might be seeking what the AI Salon already offers. Already offers? Seeking what the AI Salon offers. Maybe seeking, whatever, that's fine. Okay, strategic framing, the deeper problem. The headlines say AI is taking jobs. The Great Repurpose identifies something more fundamental. AI is disrupting the relationship. Oh, by the way, from last night to tonight, I did a slight update to this brief or to this research or this, whatever this is, the persona document. The way it had written it made it sound like the Great Repurpose was just about people who keep their jobs and their jobs are different than they used to be. And so I had it expand it to include all the different ways people might be impacted. The Great Repurpose identifies something more fundamental. AI is disrupting the relationship between human beings and the work that gives them meaning. This plays out in 3 ways. Some people lose their jobs outright. Others keep their jobs but lose specific tasks that made those jobs feel purposeful. The brushstroke, the analysis, the client relationship. I would argue the client relationship still endures, but whatever. And still others experience a subtler disorientation. The world just stops working the way it used to. The phone stops ringing. The rules change. The expertise that commanded respect for decades is suddenly available to anyone with a ChatGPT subscription. In a culture where 55% of Americans say their jobs give them their identity, 70% among college graduates, all three of these disruptions threaten something deeper than a paycheck. They threaten meaning. The marketing question. AI Salon can't help everyone AI is hurting. A drone displaced delivery driver needs job retraining. A packing plant worker needs a union and a transition program. Those are real needs, but it's not what the salon provides. The question is, whose specific pain does the AI salon specifically relieve? The salon's medicine, like this is just, it's just good foundational narrative. The salon's medicine, the AI salon is a values-driven creative community built on play first, create excellence, and generously lead for the 98.5% who are not engineers. Its medicine is community, creative exploration, hands-on practice with generative AI, peer support, and a new mental model for how human value relates to this AI capability. The right personas are people whose pain, the right personas are people whose pain responds to that specific medicine. People experiencing a crisis of meaning, identity, or purpose, not just an economic crisis. Lunastick! Hey, all, I filed for mayor. Hallelujah. Congratulations. Oh, that's so exciting. So Lunastick lives in Florida. She lives in a community just outside Tampa. And she has historically been in political life in Utah and got out of that because it drove her mad. And when I met her, she was like, not doing that again. And she's our political director for the AI Salon. And when was it? Like 2 months ago, she's like, I think I might run. Someone suggested I should run for mayor. I think I might do it. So she filed. Congratulations. That's huge. It's huge. Look at that. The salon reformed you. You were cynical. You didn't think anything would matter anymore. And now look at you. Oh, that's so cool. That's so exciting. Oh man, the salon healed me. We have a testimonial. We got it right there. The salon healed me. That's awesome. Oh, cool. Okay, the unifying insight. Each persona in this brief is living some version of the same sentence. The work that defined me is changing faster than my identity can keep up. That's the emotional frequency the salon should broadcast on. It's what separates the salon's message from every other Learn AI pitch. It's good. Okay. Beautiful. And then selection criteria. So they did some weighting. So who's got acute pain now is the person actively struggling today, not some theoretical future. Can community, creative play, and peer learning actually help, or do they primarily need a paycheck, retraining, or policy change? Self-selection. Would this person plausibly search for, respond to, or be referred to a community like the salon? And then the Great Repurpose alignment. Is this person experiencing the meaning, identity, purpose crisis, whether they lost a job, lost tasks that define their jobs, or simply feel the world shifting underneath them? And then it went and it found a bunch of different persona types: K-12 teachers, tutors, solo consultants, small agency owners, real estate agents, blah, blah, blah. And then it did a stack ranking against those 4 criteria: acute pain, salon fit, self-select, repurpose, and then they got a total score. And then it picked 5 based on those weightings. And so here they are. So this is what we were talking about last night. Hang on, let me drink some water. we're gonna have to, if Lunastick comes when she wins, and she is gonna win. By the way, I think she's got to raise some money. If you want to support a local politician, support a flippin' irregular. And then when she wins, she's going to come in here. We have to refer to her as Madam Mayor Lunastick. It's really good. Oh man. Okay, so here's the five personas that we came up with last night. The creative professional under siege. My clients are replacing me with a prompt. Their livelihood is now being commoditized in real time. Clients who paid 5K for a brand identity now generate good enough in Midjourney. Copywriting rates have cratered. Stock photography is devastated. Voice actors are watching AI clone their voices. Video editors see budgets slashed. They're caught. This is, I think, really quite strong. They're caught between refusing AI irrelevance and adopting AI, betraying the craft that defines them. This is not a skills gap; it's an identity crisis. The Great Repurpose connection. Their identity is fused to specific creative tasks: the brushstroke, the word choice, the vocal performance. When AI absorbs those tasks, the wound is existential. If anyone can make what I make, what am I? Many are freelancers with no institutional safety net, so all three faces of the crisis hit at once. Some are losing work outright. Some are keep working but losing what made it meaningful, and all of them are feeling the ground shifting. The phone stops ringing, the rates drop, the world just doesn't value what it used to. The highest alignment, this is in Salon Fit. Salon literally began as the AI artist salon. Its DNA is creative people figuring out how to wield AI as a medium, not be replaced by it. Create excellence is their direct answer. AI raises the floor for everyone. Only human vision and taste raise the ceiling. The path from fear to mastery is the salon's core journey. It's good. They need permission to play with the tools that terrify them. I love that line, right? Creative professionals need permission to play with the tools that terrify them in a community that won't judge them. That's Friday office hours. They arrive scared and they leave making things they never could before. Highest evangelist potential. Their transformation is visible. The message hook. The tools that threaten your craft can become the most powerful creative instruments you've ever touched, but not alone. Yeah, isn't this cool? Lead with empathy for the identity crisis, then show the path. Fear to play to a new relationship with your craft that's actually more you, not less. Really good. Covers. Graphic designers, illustrators, copywriters, photographers, voice actors, video editors, musicians, SEO specialists, cookbook authors. Silver Fox got her cookbook authors in the final document. Congratulations. Actors, journalists, writers of all kinds, cookbook authors. I almost didn't write that in there because it was perfect but silly. But not to cookbook authors. It's not silly. Oh, man. Okay. Persona 2, the threatened independent. This one is heartbreaking. My expertise was my business. Now it's a subscription. Solo consultants, fractional executives, freelance professionals, small agency owners, independent coaches, and solopreneurs whose personal expertise is their product. The marketing consultant who charged $250 an hour for strategic insight now watches client get 80% of that from Claude for $20 a month. And frankly, what we're doing here, this is more than 80%. Like, this is a well-researched, well-written, well-constructed, and well-designed document. I added that for my entertainment. Deletion is in order. No, I'm keeping it in there. I'm keeping it in there. Cookbook authors. It's so good. Okay, the independent recruiter whose judgment was their value watches AI screening automate their core function. The small PR agency that ran on 3 people now competes against 1 person with AI tools. Cindy, I talked to Cindy Kuhn today, and there's someone that we know who's got a business that is doing this kind of research. And she said, as she watched the show last night and watched this thing unfold, she was like, oh my God, that's that guy's whole business. It's like, oh, Christ. But that's the deal. We all now get to be, level up our expertise on areas where we might not have been really good before. Unlike employed professionals, they have no corporate safety net. Disruption hits their income and their identity simultaneously. Their expertise was their brand. Their judgment was their moat. AI is filling the moat. The Great Repurpose connection. These people built their entire lives around the equation: my unique knowledge equals my value. This is so many people I know, including myself to a great degree, right? Like, if I think about it, like, part of what I trade is like, I know stuff. I know stuff, and therefore you should value me. Yeah. When AI commoditizes that knowledge, it threatens the very logic of their professional existence. For many, this isn't a sudden layoff. It's the slow, disorienting experience of the phone not ringing as much, the proposals not converting, the world shifting in ways they can feel but can't quite name. They need to find a layer above knowledge, wisdom, relationships, curation, creative direction that AI can't replicate. Salon fit, very high. Independents are natural self starters, experimenters, community seekers. They're exactly the kind of people who show up in the salon: curious, entrepreneurial, hungry for edges. The Mastermind Practice Lab is built for them. It's the peer advisory board they don't have. The structure of Design Your Daily Practice maps directly to how independents think about professional development. They bring enormous diversity of expertise: a room with an independent recruiter, a fractional CMO, a solo designer, a freelance data analyst creates the cross pollination the salon thrives on. High conversion potential for the Mastermind paid tier. They already invest their professional development. Let's see. It's actually, what's the new? It's $49, right? Or is it $47, Brandon? I think it's 47. Yeah. Okay. Message hook. Your expertise isn't obsolete, but selling it the old way is. Come find the new way with the people who get it. That's not bad. Come find the new way with the people that get it. I don't know if I like that, but that's okay. Lead with a specific terror of watching your business model erode. Then position the salon as where independents reinvent how they deliver value, not by competing with AI on knowledge, but by competing on the human layer AI can't touch. I like that. That's good. Okay. Persona 3, the educator in existential drift. Let's see. What are the comments here? Oh, Vicky, you did cookbook authors? Oh, wait. I got okay. Wait, Vicky was trying to horn in on Silver Fox's cookbook author's suggestion, and I think she got busted. She goes, "Oh wait, I retract that." I commented on the cookbook authors. there's a fight brewing in the comments, kids. I like it. It's over. It's over. Who mentioned cookbook authors? That was my cookbook author. That was my cookbook authors. Neither of them talk like that, by the way. Okay. The educator in existential drift. My students are using AI better than I am, and I don't know what I'm teaching anymore. That's terrifying and true. This is one of the largest populations experiencing the crisis the Great Repurpose describes. 85% of teachers. You know what's fascinating, man, is like I almost feel like teachers right now with this AI stuff, if you're in a district that denies AI, that has banned it, you're screwed. If you're in a a district that embraces AI and says go figure it out, you're basically trying to figure it out and probably realizing, oh my God, all the stuff, all of the expertise that the kids rely on me for, this thing now does like way deeper on all of the subjects. And so, yeah, this is crazy. Teachers built their identity around developing minds, teaching critical thinking, nurturing the writing process. Now students generate essays in seconds. I don't like that. Let's see. Now students have access to the largest knowledge I guess repository makes it sound like a database in history. For educators, it's not job loss, it's the rarer and harder to name version. The Great Repurpose identifies three phases of disruption: losing your job, losing the tasks that make your job meaningful, and experiencing a broader disorientation of a world that doesn't work the way it used to. Educators are living in the second and third phases simultaneously. Every morning they walk into a classroom where the rules have changed and no one told them the new ones. College professors face it even harder. Their authority was built on being the expert in the room. Now students have an always available expert in their pocket. Humanities professors, especially English, history, philosophy, are watching AI absorb the exact analytical and writing skills they spent decades mastering. Massive scale: 3.7 million K-12 teachers, 1.5 million college professors. Even a tiny penetration rate is a huge community. The educators talk to each other. Word of mouth is their primary profession network. Message hook: you're not losing students to AI. You're losing a model of teaching that was already too small for what you're capable of. Let's find a bigger one. I like that. Lead with a specific daily frustration. Students using AI to cheat, admin pressure with no training. I don't like that. Let's see. I'm just going to say students using AI more effectively than you. Admin pressure with no training, feeling like a fraud. Then reframe. The AI Salon is where educators rediscover why they teach and gain the AI fluency to teach differently, not defensively. All right. That messaging's not great, but we can maybe go fix that. The displaced professional in identity crisis. I'm too experienced for entry level. I'm too traditional for what's next. They've been laid off, restructured out, or pushed out. Executives in transition, ex-federal workers, mid-career professionals whose departments were optimized, recent graduates who can't get hired. 2025 saw 1.17 million layoffs, 696 job cuts in just the first 5 months. This persona spans both ends of the career spectrum, the experienced professional and the recent graduate. Both are in free fall. Both are invisible to the job market. The 35 to 50 career changers who aren't yet laid off but are actively planning their escape also belong here. Doom scrolling layoff trackers at 2 a.m., updating LinkedIn in secret. Oh, good Lord. The Great Repurpose connects them. 3 age cohorts need to decouple self-worth from task-based work and discover value that doesn't depend on a specific job description. The experienced feel the loss of what was. The young feel the loss of what was supposed to be. The mid-career feel the world shifting in real time and wondering how long the music keeps playing. That's fucking depressing. We did an AI readiness project podcast today. The guest speaker had a family emergency, so he couldn't come. And so it was Ann and I just talking about the Great Repurpose and stuff, and it was a tad depressing. If there some of you were there, there's no fighting in AI. With educators, I'm not sure their new roles are quite identified yet. I think that's absolutely right, Silver Fox, and I don't think they're going to be for a while because the education institution has got to catch up. Like, basically, the technology needs to stabilize long enough for the educational institution to build curricula around the new thing. But the new thing keeps moving. So and half the education world, is just going, AI's for cheaters. We're not going to deal with it. It's wild. TikTok pin. Mary. This is the most interesting and valuable think tank. Thanks to the wonderful. Mine's in here. I know. Isn't this cool? Okay, Salon Fit. The salon offers what no job can, a community where experience or potential is valued and where They explore AI without proving ROI to anyone. That's good. Friday office hours is the entry point for all three. That's really good. Okay. Message hook. For the experienced, you didn't lose your value. The system that measured it just broke. Let's find a better one, or find a better one in the salon. For the young, the career you planned may not exist. That's fucking depressing. Hey, you know the 4 years you just spent dreaming about that awesome career? Yeah, about that. But the one, but the career you plan for may not exist, but the one you're going to build with people who've reinvented themselves before might be better. That's good for both. This isn't a job search, it's a meaning search, and you don't have to do it alone. Those are pretty good. Like it. Okay, last one. The self-aware seeker, and this is a lot of the irregulars are this. Although I would say if you're in the salon and you come here a lot, you're not paralyzed, but you might be scared. The self-aware seeker, I can see exactly what's coming and I'm paralyzed. Jesus. They're employed. They may be even doing well, but they can feel the ground shifting and they know the 2 to 3 year trajectory of their role or industry. They've read Goldman Sachs report, the WEF projections, the Anthropic CEO's white collar bloodbath warning. They're not in denial. They're in analysis paralysis. They've tried. Okay. They've tried AI tools on their own. They know they're powerful, but experimenting alone feels aimless, like learning a guitar in a room with no one to play with. That's a bad thing because you can play guitar in a room alone and have a good fucking time. So let's say, how about like conducting a symphony in a room alone? Wait, alone in a room with no musicians in the chair. They don't need convincing. They need a community and a practice. They're the person in the meeting who sees disruption coming while their colleagues debate whether AI is a fad. It's lonely being an early noticer. They're the ones. How did it get the grammar wrong? AI never gets the grammar wrong. They're the ones who won't shut up about AI and get eye rolls for it. The Great Repurpose connection, anticipatory grief. They can feel the meaning transition coming before it arrives. They're mourning a professional future that hasn't died but is clearly terminal. That's a great line. They're mourning a professional future that hasn't died yet but is clearly terminal. They're the most psychologically prepared for the Great Repurpose. They just need a framework and community to move through it instead of being frozen by it, the highest conversion. These are the salon's ideal incoming members, already curious, already motivated, already experimenting. They just need to not do it alone anymore. The play first cycle was designed for them. They skip the convincing stage entirely and go straight to practice. Fastest path from free community to mastermind. They become the salon's connectors. Oh, this is interesting. They're the ones who drag their creative friends, Persona 1, their solo consultant colleagues, Persona 2. So Source Camp, you're doing this tonight, dragging your friends along to the AI Learning Lab. It would really suck for these kids that had to endure COVID too. Yeah, I know, man. Well, I said this last night. I feel like COVID was a practice run for this AI shit. They're laid off former boss Persona 4 into the community. Marketing to Persona 5 is marketing to all 5. That's great. I'm glad we went through this tonight in this detail. Marketing to Persona 5 is marketing to all 5. And I would argue that this, like the irregulars, the really active community members in the salon, I would argue are self-aware seekers. I can see exactly what's coming, and I'm paralyzed. I instead of paralyzed, I'm just going to say, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. They might be paralyzed, but like, what to do? What I experience with the salon is these undulations, oscillations of I'm super excited, I'm terrified, I'm super excited, I don't know what to do, I know exactly what to do, I don't know what to do. Like, it's just right. That feels very natural to me. Okay. Message hook. You see what's coming. So do we. Stop watching alone and start building with people who get it. Lead with recognition. Okay. So we have this document. I'm going to re-upload it because I made changes to it. So let me re-upload it. Upload file. Kyle returns. So I'm in Claude now, if you're wondering where I am. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm sharing links all over the next couple of days. That's awesome. I think it's a really interesting take, Kyle. It's with my first pandemic. It was my first pandemic. Yeah. Um, okay. Yesterday, you helped me create the attached persona brief for the AI Salon, the mastermind program. It said the ass salon. Did I really sound? Am I really that tired that I pronounced AI Salon as ass salon? The AI Salon, the mastermind program, mastermind practice. And the Great Repurpose, period. The next step is that I want to understand and be educated about the kinds of briefs I need to create now that we know who we're talking to, period. Do I need a creative brief? Do I need a marketing brief? Do I need individual campaign briefs? Do you imagine there being a different campaign per persona? How do we make decisions about tone and brand and tactical choices? Question mark. Give this a good hard think and act as a marketing strategist who cannot tolerate cliche derivative work, period. I want this work to be immediately accessible, compelling, and drives activity, period. One tactical idea that we had was that the marketing campaign's call to action is actually driving one of these persona people to a vibe coded self assessment tool that gives them a score of where they are on the journey and recommends things within the AI Salon, the Mastermind, and or the Great Repurpose, period. That feels like a big idea, but there are likely others. So again, what I'm looking for you is an education around the kind of documents I need to create, what their purpose is, and the order of operations for creating them. Period. All right, that was a lot. Thinking about sequencing marketing documents in persona specific campaign, reading the uploaded persona brief. Isn't that funny? It just took us, whatever it was, 20 minutes to read that document. Claude's just like, yeah, I got it. Let me just suck that thing in there. Yep, got it. Oh my God, I forgot. I went to get ice for Cosmo and ended up with an ice cream cone. Oh, while that thing's running, I mentioned this the other night, but if you're a member of the AI Salon and you're in our email list, check your email. We sent out a survey for Salon members to give us your opinion on how we can make things better in the salon. It went out, I don't know, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. In the first day, we've had 33 people respond, which is not bad. It's solid, but we want way more. So please go check your email. If you don't see it, check your spam folder. Sometimes group emails like salon emails get deprioritized in your inbox. Found out last night that my mom is on the mailing list. Nice. Have her fill out the survey. That's awesome. That's super good. Okay, I've read the persona brief. It's sharp work. Well, you wrote it, you big dum-dum. The scoring methodology, the expanded universe filtering, the 4-beat messaging pattern, that's a strong foundation. Now, let me think through this properly, because the order of operations question here is where most marketing efforts go wrong. People jump straight to the campaign briefs and wonder why everything feels disconnected. That's what I'm saying. I have round glasses like an advertising agency professional. That's why I got them. So I don't have imposter syndrome. If you get the right glasses, you can do any job. I think that's common sense. Corey Sandler knows that. There was a conversation between Source Camp and Corey Sandler and myself where we were going to start a glasses business where you designed your glasses in a custom GPT that Corey wrote. Remember that? That must be why I change my glasses every day. That's it, Vicky. Any job you want, you just slap on the different things. Okay, here we go. Woo! The summary, what to build in what order. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. This wrote this as a big ass document. From persona brief to campaigns, the document hierarchy. What you have and what it's worth. The persona brief you build as a strategic foundation document, not a creative brief, not a campaign brief, not a messaging doc. It sits underneath all of those. Think of it as the geological survey before the architect draws the blueprints. Okay. So that's explaining what that is. I know what that is. Okay. The documents you need in order. Brand platform, what it is, a 1-page, maybe 2-page document that codifies the AI Salon as a brand, not a logo, not a guide, not a color palette, the soul of the thing. Rendered in decisions, what it contains. Positioning statement, 1 sentence. The AI Salon is a community where professionals whose identities are being disrupted by AI find belonging, curiosity, a new relationship with their own value. That's a draft, not a prescription. Okay. Brand character. If the salon, okay, whatever. what they're not. It's not a boot camp. Competitive differentiation. The Great Repurpose's role. Is it the brand's intellectual framework? Is it the content engine? Is it a marketing hook? All three decide here. Why you need it. Okay, let's see. So let's just do these in order. Let's download this document. And let's move it immediately. We're going to move these immediately into the appropriate folders. Cindy Kuhn would be proud. Okay. There's the marketing document. Okay, great. Okay. Based on the research you did yesterday on the Salon website, community, and Great Repurpose article, please ask me the questions you aren't clear on to write a first draft of the brand brief. All right, well, that's working. We can read some more of this document. So the brand brief is pretty clear. What's the next one we need? A message architecture. It's a structured document. See, I'm glad I asked for this. I pulled up, this isn't going to last long. It looks like it's done. It's too fast for us. Liz is the co-host and visionary of the mastermind practice and co-leader of the mastermind practice lab, which meets weekly with mastermind members designing their daily practices. Okay. Decision one, is the Great Repurpose the brand umbrella that everything's okay, wait, so hang on. The Great Repurpose is a movement that floats above and beyond the salon, but is also a key program within it. The AI Salon is the brand, the mastermind practice, and the Great Repurpose are programs within the subscription mastermind, the mastermind subscription. Okay, what's the relationship between the free salon, the command, one brand with tiers? AI Salon community is free. Mastermind is subscription level. Office hours, AI learning lab, AI readiness project podcast, and AI Salon presents meetings are large, let's see, are general activities. Okay. Who are the competitors or adjacent players? LinkedIn influencers, AI boot camps, course platforms, AI communities, all of the above. Okay, here we go. Google is pushing out lots of great stuff now. Yeah, I know. By the way, Google, if you haven't been to aistudio.google.com in a while, they launched a new interface today that looks pretty good. Synthesized. Okay, good. That's really clarifying. The hierarchy is cleaner than I expected. The salon is the brand. Mastermind is a subscription. Great Repurpose plus the mastermind practice or programs within it. Liz is the co-host and visionary of the practice. That's important for the brand platform because it means the salon has two distinct voices, not one. I also caught some new offerings I didn't have mapped. The AI Learning Lab, AI Readiness Project podcast, AI Salon Presents. Those matter for I still need two things before I can. The best moment story, when the salon was doing exactly what it was supposed to, a specific Friday office hours, where someone had a breakthrough. Production capacity, is this you, me, and maybe Liz executing everything? I like that this is this you, me, and maybe Liz, or do you have a designer, developer? Because the brand platform needs to be honest about who can carry it forward. We have staff and currently have a brand. No need to do the visual component, just do the brand brief as a container for these programs. And then what was it? Let's see. I need one real moment. Here's a moment that stands out to me, although there are dozens and dozens of similar kinds of stories. But one night on AI Learning Lab Live, I was teaching people how to make a song using Suno, and Jim Ross, while I was teaching people how to make a song, went off and wrote a song. A prospective client that he had met with a few hours before sent them the song, and 5 minutes later booked the business. And this was at 10 o'clock at night. And the client was so delighted by the unexpected personalized song that he hired Jim on the spot. Did your LLM just vote Liz off the island? Well, no, it said, "Is this just you, me, and Liz working?" Liz was still in there, but he's like, "Hey, listen, I'm here, you know, building your business. Who's going to execute this?" That was pretty funny. Oh my god. Let's write the brand platform. Opted for markdown format. The other thing I don't really know with Claude, I don't use Claude enough to really know how to do it. I know you can easily run out of tokens with Claude, which is really fucking annoying. And I know it's got a higher context window than most other LLMs. I think it's 200,000 tokens for the context window. But like, I don't know how much to do in each conversation. I'm guessing that maybe each brief should be a different conversation, but I don't know. It's gotten way better at context. Oh, that's good. LLMs are playing Survivor now. Oh, nice. Gal from my tiny town won a silver medal today. Jalen Koff in women's mogul skiing. That's pretty sweet. Very sweet. It compiles its own conversation. Were you here last night, Gareth, where it was like I gave it the Great Repurpose, and it keeps going. Oh, that's cool. I gave it the Great Repurpose LinkedIn thing, and it couldn't access it, but it goes, "Not to worry, I had it in my memory. I know what it is." That was pretty cool. Here's the first draft. The Jim Ross story is doing real work here. I made the brand's proof story, the thing you hold up against everything else. When someone asks, "Does this copy feel right?" the answer is, "Does it feel like the Jim Ross story?" Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a more useful test than any other list of adjectives. And in fact, I think Andy today put together a document of stories of a lot of you flipping irregulars with all your really cool stories. The Great Repurpose as diagnosis and the salon as treatment, that framing came directly from your answer about being both a movement that floats above the salon and a program within it. That dual name is actually a strength once you name it clearly. I left Liz's name as a bracket since I don't have it. Okay, or last name. And the mastermind practice section is probably the thinnest part. Liz should read that section and tell if I've captured it. The what we are not section is intentionally long. It's the most important section of the document. It's the immune system that keeps the brand from drifting toward generic AI marketing, generic AI marketing over time. Next step in the hierarchy is the message architecture. All right, let's go look at our document. Oh, it's in Markdown. God damn it. What's it going to open in? I don't even know what that is. It opened in anti-gravity. That's funny. Okay, open with. I guess we'll import this into a Word document. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Please format this as a Google Doc. Nicely designed like the persona brief. Okay. We've been upgraded to flipping irregulars. you are. You flipping irregulars. Like, you guys hanging out for a year was impressive. We're going on 3 years now, and it's, this is an unhealthy relationship, or it's a very healthy relationship, depending on your point of view, or your family's point of view. Hey, Kel. Yeah, Kel. Listen, you still watch that man on the YouTube? You do. Yeah, it's just like once a week or so. Five nights a week. Yeah. No, it's a commitment. It's a commitment. We're sure proud of you for you've always been a stick with it kind of gal. That's no, it's the man on the YouTube. Yeah, no, he's something. It's yeah, no, we did. We tried to watch that once. That was that took some hours of our life. Yeah, no, that was good. That was fantastic. People are amazed, confused, flabbergasted when I tell them we've been meeting for 3 years. It's an irregular relationship. It is. Silver Fox, we are very fortunate. That is very sweet of you. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm loving building it. I connected it to Jira. What are you building? All right. Reviewed the document formatting skills to design a persona brief. The guy with the wig and the singer dogs. That's it. It's 4 wigs. It's a primary relationship. Fact. Let me go look at these other. Let me drag this. No, that one I don't care about. Okay, let me look at this. Why is this taking so long? DocX, AI Salon brand platform. Okay, let's open this as a Google Doc. It didn't center this line. What the fuck, dude? Do 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 do. The strategic container for programs, messaging, and brand designs. What this document is. This is the strategic container for every marketing decision the AI Salon makes. It defines who we are, who we're for, what we refuse to be, how we talk. We've already got documents like this, so this is probably stupid to make another one. Although it is based on like our newest website, our actual community. It's based on some newer stuff. So maybe it's not a bad idea. This is not a visual guide. The salon already has one. This is the soul of the brand rendered in decisions. The brand. The AI Salon is a values-driven community and practice for the 98% of people who are not engineers. Okay, let's go fix that fucking thing. Okay. One thing I need you to update, period. The comment about being a community for the 98.5% of people that are not engineers, while it's true, it's not our core audience, and we actually welcome engineers. But it really is about, now that generative AI tools are available to us, how do we use them, and how do they we keep humans at the center of the conversation, where it's not us versus AI, but rather us amplified by AI. Please update your memory and any references within the brand platform to expand this definition so we don't sound like exclusionary assholes. Feel free to yell at your AI. Ha, that's a fair point. The 98.5% who aren't engineers started as a positioning statement and landed as a velvet rope. What? Oh, let me fix both the memory and the document. Good. Memory updated. Now let me fix the instance in the documents. Okay. So this should be better. Clean. Now let me also update the positioning statement to reflect this frame. Perfect. Oh, this is like watching paint fucking dry, but I'll tell you what, it's more exciting than having to write it ourselves. That was one of the things Ann Murphy was talking about today. She's been sick for like 5 days. Both her and Donnie are sick. And so she's been like kicking stuff off in Manus and GenSpark and things like that, using all these agents. And she said her entire day is just like, bing, Manus finished something. Please approve. She goes in and goes, okay. And like her whole job is just like approve, no, try again. Which is good. What we were talking about with the Great Repurpose is people's jobs are just going to change, and like they may or may not enjoy them. Okay. The new brand definition now reads: a values-driven community and practice for anyone navigating the age of AI, of generative AI. Great. With the core belief framed as, it's not humans versus AI, it's humans amplified by AI, with humans always at the center. The what we are not section now says engineers are welcome, so is everyone else. What makes the salon different is that the conversation always starts with the human, not the tool. That's correct. We don't ask, what can AI do? We ask, what do you need to do, and how can AI amplify that? That's not quite right, but it's close enough. Okay, human language guardrails replaced the 98.5 with humans amplified by AI as preferred language. Great. Beautiful. Thank you, Claude. You're a real mensch. It's so funny if you think about how we would have historically edited that. You'd have had to like do a search and replace, go find anywhere where we say 98.5%, figure out how to say it, go manually do it. Okay, the brand. A values-driven community and practice for anyone navigating the age of generative AI, people whose professional identities are being disrupted and who need a place to play, learn, build, and belong aside others navigating the same transition. This is good. The salon's core belief, it's not humans versus AI, it's humans amplified by AI, with humans always at the center. The salon was born as the AI Artist Salon, a room full of creative people trying to figure out how to wield AI as a medium rather than be replaced by it. The origin is the DNA. Even as the community has grown to include educators, independents, executives, knowledge workers of every kind, the founding impulse remains curiosity over fear, play before mastery, community before curriculum. That's good. The AI Salon is the brand, everything else lives inside it. The free community. Friday office hours, AI Learning Lab, AI Readiness Project, AI Salon Presents, Mastermind subscription, the Mastermind Practice, the Practice Lab, and the Great Repurpose. And there'll probably be other shit in there. The Great Repurpose occupies a unique position. It is both a program within the Mastermind subscription and a movement that floats above and beyond the salon. It is the salon's marquee intellectual property. Think of it this way: the Great Repurpose is the diagnosis, the AI Salon is the treatment. That's kind of cool. Positioning statement for professionals whose identities are being disrupted by AI, whether they've lost their job, lost the tasks that made their job meaningful, or simply feel the world shifting under them, the AI Salon is the community. Yeah, that's good. Where I was questioning is like this feels like a shift in who the core community, like the aspirational community is. Because I think it just used to be anyone who's curious about AI. But I like this for professionals whose identities are being disrupted by AI, whether they've lost their job. We're gonna update that. Okay, let me grab this copy. Okay, we've got one more refinement here. You've got this paragraph. As much as I like that paragraph, it's not just for professionals. Period. It could be anyone curious about AI and wanting to explore what it makes possible and how it might change their lives. Period. Your current positioning essentially takes the editorial point of view of the Great Repurpose and replaces the salon's original identity with the Great Repurpose entirely. Period. That's not quite right. Period. I like having the Great Repurpose ideas in there because that's the moment we are in history. But again, I feel like you've collapsed some concepts together here. And we need to have the salon stand as a more independent container distinct from the Great Repurpose. Okay. I'm not really a professional yet, or even an adult yet. Ugh. You're right. That's exactly the kind of collapse that happens when you build a brand platform right after building the persona brief. The persona brief was about the Great Repurpose, so the gravity of that framework, that's not actually true. Let me rework the positioning. Here's what I'm thinking. The salon's identity, curiosity, play, community, humans amplified by AI. Open a historical moment that makes the salon urgently relevant to specific people. Yeah. The brand definition now reads a values-driven community and practice for anyone curious about what generative AI makes possible. Some members come because they're excited, some come because they're scared, some come because the world is shifting and they want to make sense of it alongside with other people instead of alone. Good. The positioning statement now leads with the salon's own identity, curiosity, play, community, exploring together, and then acknowledges the historical moment about what makes it urgently necessary. The core beliefs section now splits into two. The salon's core beliefs: permanent, amplified by AI, curiosity over fear, play before mastery, community before curriculum, and the moment we're in, the Great Repurpose thesis about meaning, identity, purpose. This makes it clear that the salon existed before the Great Repurpose and will exist after it. The framework, okay, that's good. The salon is now the container. The Great Repurpose lives inside it. Fine. Let's see what you got. Let's go look at this motherfucker. Let's go learn him, man. Why he talk like that? Okay. The Great Repurpose occupies a unique position. Okay. Positioning statement. The AI Salon is a community for anyone curious about what generative AI makes possible and how it might change their lives. It's a place to play, learn, build, and belong, where the conversation always starts with the human, not the tool. We happen to be living through a moment where AI is disrupting identities, livelihoods, and entire industries. That makes the salon urgently necessary for many people right now. But the salon's purpose is bigger than any single crisis. It exists wherever curiosity meets community and people choose to explore together rather than alone. Great, fine. The salon's core beliefs: humans amplified by AI, curiosity over fear, play before mastery, communication before curriculum. We're missing generous leadership. Oh, we got to go fix shit. This is why this shit takes so long. Okay. The cycle of AI readiness. Play first. Create excellence. Generously lead. What was this section called? Oh, I closed it. This is why they call it work. I'm a professional. I'm not an amateur. I'm willing to do the work. The salon's core beliefs. Okay. Isn't clearly called out. You have the core beliefs, which are decent, but have nothing about generous leadership. Don't be a ninny. Go look at the salon.ai community.thesalon.ai and make sure you incorporate existing brand messaging rather than making up your own shit. Exclamation point. I'm looking into the hairstyle mirror. Notion is not user intuitive. Kelly Camp, I saw you do that post today on LinkedIn about how much you love Notion still. I just uninstalled it. I just couldn't go there. You should do a lull. You should do a lull for people with resistance to hard setups. Time of death 9:37. Yeah, no, I installed it yesterday, I think. My hard drive at work was completely full, so nothing worked. So I was on a deletion rampage, and there was Notion sitting there. It wasn't that big, but I'm just like, okay, you're right. I've been riffing when I should be reading. Let me go read the actual language. I am so tired of LLMs kissing my ass. Just here's the deal, LLM. If you just write it right in the fucking first place, then we wouldn't have to have these conversations where you have to blow sunshine up my ass. Oh, you're correct. I'm sorry I give you 10 times the lethal dose of that medicine. You're absolutely correct to be upset. No, I'm dead. Okay. There's an open source version of Notion. That's got to be unusable. All right, you're right. Okay, let's see. Good. Now I see exactly how far off I was. Here's where I got it wrong. The mission is explicitly practice the cycle of AI readiness. The named framework I never called up probably. The 5 values: curiosity, playfulness, emphasis, creating excellence with a specific language. The cycle: play first, specific copy, advocacy and policy. Liz Miller Gershfeld has a full name and a proper bio. Jesus Christ. God damn it. You know, I was so impressed with Claude yesterday because it remembered shit from its memory. So I assumed it was going to remember shit from its memory in this conversation. So I explicitly did not include things like the websites because I knew it had it in its memory. It didn't. If you've ever used AI, you understand my frustration. If you're new to this AI and you think it's awesome, no, it's just like any other piece of fucking software. It's going to drive you fucking batty. Okay. Here's what I changed. New section, our mission, the cycle of AI readiness. Properly named. Word for word language. 5 values, not 3. All pulled from verbatim from your values page. Generosity and empathy were completely missing before. The learn out loud, share what you know, generously lead language is yours, not mine. Core beliefs. Okay, let's go look at what we've got now. I just got a splinter in my foot. It sucks. It sucks, man. You know, man. The strategic container. The salon is a values-driven practice where anyone curious about what generative AI makes possible. Some members come because they're excited. Some come because they're scared. TikTok pin. Just like a human, Kyle. Selective memory. Exactly. It's, you know, LLMs hallucinate. So do people. Okay. The salon's core belief: it's humans. It's not humans versus AI. It's humans amplified by AI, with humans always at the center. Salon began with a conversation. Photographer Leah Fasten reached out to entrepreneur Kyle Shannon in 2022 to talk about AI. 1 week later, ChatGPT launched. On December 7th, 2022, the first AI Salon meeting took place. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, this added advocacy and policy and LOLs. Nice. Like it. The Great Repurpose. The positioning statement. The AI Salon is community. Okay, this one we got. Yeah. Okay. Where AI amplifies your genius. Great. That's the headline on our homepage. It's the permanent conviction that defines the salon regardless of the historical moment. AI is not a threat to manage. It's not a trend to chase. It's an instrument that amplifies what's already inside people who use it: their curiosity, their craft, their generosity. The cycle of AI readiness: play first, create excellence, generously lead, is how that amplification happens in practice. These beliefs were true when they started it. It'll be true in 10 years. Everything the salon builds, says, and offers should be traceable back to them. The moment we're in, the AI transition is not primarily about skills, it's about meaning. I like this. This is the Great Repurpose's thesis, and it's the reason the salon is urgently necessary right now. Not just useful, but necessary. Here's what's happening: job loss. Some people lose their work outright, task erosion. Others keep their jobs but lose specific tasks that made those jobs feel like theirs. The world shifting. Still others experience a subtler disruption. The phone stops ringing, the rates drop, the rules change. The expertise that commanded respect for decades suddenly is available to anyone with a ChatGPT subscription. Let's add that, ChatGPT subscription. Every AI community, boot camp, and influencer is selling some version of learn AI or get left behind. This message is fear-based, skills-focused, and transactional. The salon's message is fundamentally different. The path forward isn't a course. It's a community of people navigating the same transition together with curiosity instead of fear. This is great. This is actually great. They sell skills. We sell belonging, purpose, and a new relationship with human value in the age of AI. Is that it? No. Why is there that thing? Brand character. If the AI salon were a person at a dinner party, here's what they'd be: warm but direct. They don't sugarcoat the situation. AI is generally disrupting people's lives and livelihoods, but they never weaponize the disruption to sell you something. They name the hard thing, then extend a hand. I like that. Intellectually serious but playful. The salon thinks rigorously about what's happening. The Great Repurpose is a real framework, not a bumper sticker. But believes that play is the fastest path to mastery. The person who figures out AI while making a ridiculous song at 10 p.m. and actually accidentally closes a deal, that's us. Look, there's Jim Ross right in our little brand document. Refuses to condescend, never talks down to people who are scared or behind, never implies that if you're not already using AI, you've failed. Treats fear as information, not weakness. Treats beginners as people who simply haven't started yet, not people who are broken. This is good. Treats AI as a creative instrument, not a threat. What's nice about AI is it really does have an uncanny ability to pull things that I have instinctively in my head and articulate them. Like when you dial it in, when you actually like say, no, that's wrong, go the other direction, go here, go down this rabbit hole. It's really good at this shit. Treats AI as a creative instrument, not a threat. The salon holds this tension. AI is both genuinely dangerous to livelihoods and genuinely extraordinary as a tool. Both things are true. Yes. The salon doesn't resolve that tension by picking a side. It helps people live inside it productively. Community first, not guru first. Kyle and Liz lead, but the salon's magic is in the room, not on the stage. The best moments happen member to member. That's what Cindy Kuhn said about this, that, you know, the AI Learning Lab is not about you, Kyle. It's about the conversation going on when you're talking, which I think is rude, personally. I'm talking. The cross chatter is exhausting. Okay. Impatient with platitudes, patient with people. We'll never say embrace the disruption or lean into change. We'll always make time for someone who's scared and needs to say it out loud before they can move. Our mission, the cycle of AI readiness, is the salon's operating framework. It's a continuous loop that describes how members grow and the community works. It's not a curriculum, it's practice. Play first, joyful. Okay, so I got that. All members are AI leaders as entrepreneurs and inside their organizations because they've embraced generative AI early and played first, mindfully created, and now they generously lead, learning out loud, supporting others, and becoming go-to voices in a world hungry for AI understanding. That feels like this describes Kelly Camp and so many other people in this community. What we value: the AI Salon is a community of artists, technologists, and advocates shaping AI through creative conversation. These 5 values guide everything we do. It's got our values, and we need to fix this one to creating excellence. All right, beautiful. What we are not. This section is the brand's immune system. Pin it to the wall. Every time copy starts drifting toward generic AI marketing, check it against this list. We're not a boot camp. We don't sell courses. We might sell courses. We don't issue certificates. We might. It's a practice, not a program. All right, I want to ask it about this. Okay, I have a question. You state this. We will likely sell courses, may have curricula, whatever, and may at some point offer a certificate. That said, the focus will be true to the values and might even be a way for members to monetize their value as leaders of this remarkable community. How can you square that circle? I think is the phrase. Ba-da-bum, 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 bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Good catch. The distinction was never about format. It was about posture. Boot camp says you're deficient and we'll fix you. The salon says you're capable. And the member monetization angle is actually the purest expression of generously lead. People have gone through the cycle becoming the ones who teach. That's not a boot camp. That's a community generating its own leaders. Like that. Well, go fucking write it. You pinhead. Reconciled posture. Okay, the new language draws the line at posture, not format. The salon can absolutely sell courses, build curricula, issue certificates. The differentiator is that none of those things are the point. The community, the practice, and the values are the point. The formats serve them, not the other way around. And honestly, the member as teacher path might be the most powerful thing in the whole brand platform. Generously lead, taken to its logical conclusion, isn't just about sharing knowledge. It's community members building businesses on the expertise they develop through the cycle. That's a flywheel, not a product catalog. You fucking right. That's what I'm talking about. He seems a little rambunctious tonight. I wonder if he took something. He probably took something. I think he's medicated. I'm pretty sure he's medicated. It's not normal. This is very late. He's got a lot of energy very late. I would assume there's some medication, wouldn't you think? You would think, right? Did it fuck this up? No, that looks good. Got that right. Got that right. Salons and community, core beliefs, the moment we're in. Brand character. That was good. Mission, cycle of AI readiness, play first. What we value, curiosity, playfulness, generosity, creating excellence. Oh, dang it. I'll fix that later. What we are not. Okay, we're not a boot camp. Boot camps treat people as deficits to be fixed. The salon treats people as capable human beings who happen to be learning. We may offer courses, we may develop curriculum, we may eventually issue certificates, but none of those things are the point. The point is the practice, the community, and the values. Any course the salon creates or hosts will be built on the cycle of AI readiness, and some of the best ones will be created and led by members themselves, turning generously lead into a way that community leaders can monetize the value they've built. That's not a boot camp. That's a community generating its own teachers. Okay, that's good. Where's my mouse? Did I lose my mouse? Where's my mouse? There we go. We're not selling fear. Learn AI or lose your job is the message of every competitor. It's also manipulative, reductive, and usually delivered by someone selling a solution. We name the reality without weaponizing it. We're not LinkedIn influencers. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, fine. We don't post 10 AI prompts that will change your life. We don't optimize for engagement. We don't perform expertise. We practice it in community where nobody's watching, but people are doing the work. I like that. We're not a tech community. We're a community of humans who use technology. Engineers are welcome. So is everyone else. What makes the salon different is that the conversation always starts with the human, not the tool. We don't ask, what can AI do? We ask, what's the question? Not what can I do for AI? Wait, we don't ask, what can AI do? We ask, what? I've got this written somewhere. What can I do? Amplified by AI. It's not quite right. I don't remember exactly what it was, but whatever. It's fine. AI. Okay, we're not therapy. We're not qualified to treat psychological impact of job loss, identity disruption, but we are a community where those experiences are acknowledged, named, and met with belonging rather than platitudes. We're not promising everything will be fine. The proof story during an AI, there's the Jim Ross thing. The story is play first. When in doubt, whether a piece of marketing captures the brand, ask, does this feel like the Jim Ross story? Does it show play leading to capability, capability leading to confidence, confidence leading to action, action leading to results, all inside community? That's like really well articulated. That's quite good. Okay, competitive differentiation. They say learn AI or get left behind. We say the work that defined you is changing. Let's figure out what comes next together. I like that. Upskill for the AI economy. Find your people in the middle of this transition. Here's a course. Here are 10 prompts. Here's a community. Show up Friday. Bring your curiosity. That's good. AI will replace you. AI is disrupting the relationship between you and the work that gives you meaning. That's harder and more important than anyone's admitting. It's good. Future-proof your career is what they're selling. Your value isn't in the tasks AI can absorb. It's in what only you can bring. Let's find that. Language guardrails. Good. Words and phrases we never use. Upskill, future-proof, leverage AI. Stay ahead of the curve. Unlock your potential. AI-powered. Disrupt. 10x your productivity. Don't get left behind. Embrace the disruption. Future of work. All right, the Great Repurpose. It's diagnosis, credibility builder, lead magnet, mastermind practice. Co-created by Elizabeth Gershfeld, is the salon's deepest offering. Chicago-based creative technologist, the practice lab meets. In marketing, the mastermind practice is the answer to, okay, I'm in, now what? It's the depth behind the invitation. The free community gets you in the door. The mastermind practice changes how you live. Literally true. Message hierarchy. When the salon speaks, this is the order of importance. Oh, I like this. This is a really powerful list. When the salon speaks, this is the order of importance. You're not alone in this. Belonging, the primary emotional need. What you're feeling has a name, the Great Repurpose, the intellectual framework. There's a community of people navigating this exact thing, the salon, the specific place. Start with play, show up Friday. I like that. The entry point, low barrier, high warmth. When you're ready to go deeper, we built something for that too. Mastermind, the conversation, never the lead. Notice what's not first: pricing, features, AI tools, course descriptions, or any of the here's what you'll learn. The salon leads with emotional truth, not product features. Audience summary. There's our five personas. The five, and the self-aware seekers, the one that wraps them all up. All five are living some version of the same sentence. The work that defined me is changing faster than my identity can keep up. That's good. Persona 5 converts fastest and refers the other four. Persona 1 is the deepest brand alignment. Start there. How to use this document. Okay, I think we're good. That's it, right? That's really good. Okay. We have an AI Salon brand platform. That's fucking hot. And it's 10 o'clock. Timing's perfect. Claude said that we needed 6 documents. We got 1 done. I'm going to have to go faster tomorrow. I love where this is going. I know. Isn't this good? This is good. It's really good. Okay. Let me see. Did I get a video back yet? I'll generate the cinematic video. The video generation's in progress. The service is currently experiencing and timed out. And it used my credits. Fucking asshole. Copy. I'll try again. Retropunk gave me access to Seed Dance. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. It's Wednesday night. Tomorrow at noon Eastern is the Mastermind Practice Lab. If you're a member of the AI Salon Mastermind, and you didn't join the cycle last time, if you can make Thursdays at noon Eastern, that's when we meet for the Practice Lab. Plug for Rick and Brandon's Valentine's Day episode. Why don't you hop up here and tell the good people about it?
Yeah, so tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, right ahead of AI Learning Lab, Rick McCauley and I believe Dr. J, Claire, are going to be having a special Valentine's Day edition of AI TV Starship over on Rick's YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about love, demoing a cool new app that we vibe coded in Lovable, and covering all of the news that is fit to print. So check it out.
Very cool. I love it. I love it. Please support other AI saloners doing this kind of thing. This is what we just did this in the brand platform. It's what the whole brand platform is about. What I love about taking the time to do work that's this deep, even though we can do it quickly, it's accomplishing it quickly, but it's articulating things that we all kind of instinctively know, but are just under the surface, right? The problem with that, if you don't articulate it, is as the organization grows, as we start to grow, and there's more and more urgency, and if we get this communications campaign correct, we're going to draw more people to the salon. When you start to grow, if you don't have things like this brand platform clearly articulated, it's really easy for people to have their own interpretation about what the salon is. So this is actually really important stuff. And you'll see when we get to the end of this, we're going to end up with things that look like something we could have just generated in an hour. And they will look identical. They will look identical. But the ones we do at the end of this longer process, you'll be able to trace them all the way back upstream to the personas, to this brand platform, right? All of these things will connect. So if someone says, oh, what's that campaign all about? We can say, well, here's who we are as an organization. Here's what the Great Repurpose is. Here's how those two things relate to one another, right? All of this stuff allows you to talk authentically and with integrity about who we are and what we're up to. And as members, you don't need to necessarily know all this. I mean, hopefully you're learning something in the process about, when you think about branding, sometimes you just think of the logo. This is the real work of branding. It's really understanding, what are you up to in the world? What's the promise that you're making to the world? And then are you living up to that is the other half of the equation, right? The brand is the promise. The experience is, are you lying or not, right? And so fortunately, we have a really solid foundation of how people behave in this community. Now we're articulating it, then we're going to communicate it. Now as people come in, we'll be able to talk about this clearly and freely, right? Beautiful. Are there pickles in that jar behind you? This one? No, there's quarters. Change. All right, everybody. Have yourself a beautiful evening. I wish you guys would be after the show, after this show. Are you guys going to hang out? You're having an after party after this? More power to you. I'm going to go to bed. All right. Later, everybody. Have a good night.